Check and double-check your information before publishing. That essentially was the appeal of President Granger when he met with journalists on Sunday during the annual media brunch at State House.
And ensure that the article which comes out is accurate and truthful and doesn't cause harm. You know, everybody who's been into journalism would know what the story about. You're free to make some remark, but you're not free to go into a cinema and shout fire and allow people to rush to the doors and be trampled to death. And I think sometimes reckless journalists shout fire unnecessarily.
Fact-checking, the president reminded, is central to the role of journalism in a healthy democracy.
So if you hear that Professor Thomas from the University of Kent was getting $4 million a month, you have to check if it's true before you publish it. You don't publish and then beg pardon. So fact-checking is an important element in your social responsibility, accuracy in your social responsibility. And I would ask that, especially this year, editors employ persons to check facts before reckless statements are made.
It was the president's first public meeting with the local press corps since he was diagnosed and began treatment for non-Hodgkin lymphoma almost 2 months ago. It is the president's view that information about his health had been very sensitive and that he was heartened by the way the media handled the information.
I think something like that could have led to a lot of speculation. I was very heartened by the tenderness, if you want to say, the sensitive handling of the information. The medical authorities in Cuba insisted on not telling me what the disease was until they had concluded a biopsy and they had evidence. And when I didn't say anything until I knew, naturally, I didn't know what the problem was. But once the announcement was made, I think everybody became an instant expert on non-Hodgkin lymphoma.
The president also pointed out the implications of reporting on ethnic matters in Guyana.
When you publish an article claiming that 5, 10, 15, 20 people are of one ethnic group, or some people are being discriminated against, this could be very harmful to social cohesion. Some people tend to ignore the fact that, oh, well, who appointed the ambassador to China? Who appointed ambassador to the United States? Who appointed ambassador to Cuba? Who appointed ambassador to Kuwait? Who appointed ambassador to the High Commission to Canada? So when we look for a tendentious argument claiming that there is some hidden hand appointing people from only one group or from another group, a good journalist would do his or her research.
Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.